Hello everyone, welcome to YOSHANEM. In our previous video, we talked about factorial and solved some exam questions. Today we will continue the first topic, which is numbers, and we are going to solve some odd exam questions as well. Our first question is going to be about even and odd numbers. So I want to give some brief information about it. Even number. What is even number? Even number is a number that is divisible by 2. So it's like 2n and n is an integer here. It's like 2, 4, 26 or so on. These are even numbers. What are odd numbers? They are numbers which are not divisible by 2. So it's like 2n plus 1 and n is also in an integer here. So it's like 1, 3, 11. These are odd numbers. Now let's look at addition rule first. Only 3 cases can exist, like even plus even, odd plus odd, or even plus odd. Even plus even would be something like 8 plus 10. Okay, no matter what even numbers you consider, the answer, the sum will be always even. Okay, what about odd plus odd? It's something like 5 plus 7 or 9 plus 11. Both cases give us an even numbers also. Even plus odd, it's something like 3 plus 6 or 9 plus 4. So in this situation, both result will be an odd number. Okay. In subtraction, everything is the same. You can give any example for each like we did for addition. So even minus even is even. Odd minus odd is even. Even minus odd is odd. Okay. So this is like that. This is the question and it's from 2018. It says, which is an odd number? Let's go ahead and look at each given options. So A, 2 power of 24 plus 7 factorial. 2 power of 24 is an even number. It's easy to say that, because it's form of like 2n, it's an even number. So what is 7 factorial? 7 factorial is multiplying from 7 to 1, right? And it's 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. As you can see, there are even numbers in that multiplying, and multiply something with any even number, the result will be an even number. Okay, so it's even plus even. What was that? Even plus even is even. Okay, then this is not my answer. So B, it says 63 factorial minus 2 power of 10. It's also even because there are like 7 factorial, there are too many even numbers in that multiplying, and the result will be an even number. So 3 power of 10, it's like 3 times 3 times 3, multiplying 3 by 3 10 times. So all numbers are odd numbers. So odd multiply odd is odd. What was it? Even minus odd. It was odd. Then this is my answer. Let's go ahead and look at other options. So C, 0 factorial plus 5 power of 20. Do you remember what was 0 factorial? It was 1. So it's an odd number, right? and 5 power of 20. It's like here, you know, it's an odd number because it's 5, 5, 5. It's multiplying it 20 times. So it's all numbers are odd. It's odd minus odd plus odd is even. So D says 4 power of 7 times 3 power of 5 minus 8 power of 14. This is even times odd minus even. Multiply something with an even. What was it? It was even, right? So even minus even, it's also even. The last one is E, and it says 11 factorial minus 9 factorial. 11 factorial even, 9 factorial even. So even minus even is even. That's why my answer is B. Okay. It's also from 2018. And for this question, let's remember rules of positive and negative numbers. The rules that apply are the same for multiplication and division. The rule is this: if the signs are the same, like positive and positive or negative and negative, multiplying or dividing them, the answer is positive. So I can say that same signs, result is positive. Okay. For opposite signs like positive and negative or negative and positive, multiplying or dividing will be negative. So I can say opposite signs negative. Okay. By the way, if the exponent is an even number like a square, b square, you know, or k power of 2n, and is an integer here, and this is an even number, right? That is why these are all positive. Keep that in your mind. Okay, so a power of 3 times b square, it says negative. So I know it's positive, right? Because 2 is an even number. The result is negative. When was it negative? If the signs are opposite, my answer is negative. That is why if this one is positive, a should be negative, right? So my a is a negative number. Okay, I found it. So I'm gonna continue from here because there is also an exponent which is an even number. C power of 5 times a power of 4, it says a negative. So the answer is negative. Okay, when was it negative? The signs are opposite. I know that a power of 4 is a positive number, so C should be a negative number because I need opposite signs. That is why C is a negative number also. Let's find the B. Okay, so B power of 3 times C power of 3, it says the multiplying is positive. So same signs are positive, right? I know my C, it was negative, so I can write it down here. So if my answer is positive, the signs should be same, right? Should be the same. So my B should be a negative number also. Okay, B is a negative. So the answer is A. A, B, C are negative numbers. This one is a division question, and in this kind of division there are two basic rules. One is that this one is dividend, right? This one is divisor, this is quotient, and this one is remainder. So my first rule is that dividend equals divisor times quotient plus remainder. Okay, so it's 20 times x plus x squared. My second rule is the remainder should be less than divisor. Okay, these are important rules. So I'm gonna use first rule and find x, and I'm gonna put it in the first rule. Okay, so it says x squared less than 20. So like 16, 9, 4, 1. Okay, and here there is a 25, but it's bigger than 20, so I cannot write it. Okay, so if this one is 16, my x is 4, right? If this is 9, my x is 3. If this is 4, my x is 2, and my x is 1 here. So in order to find the greatest value of a, I should choose the biggest value. Okay, so x is 4. Let's go ahead and put it in the first row. Okay, a equals 20 times x plus x squared. So 20 times 4 plus 4 squared. 20 times 4 is 80, and 4 squared is 16, and the sum is 96. Okay, my answer is A, 96. Let's continue with this kind of question. It says KLM times A10 is this. Okay, it is asking n. KLM times A10. From here, KLM times 8 is this one, right? KLM times 8 is 1968. So if I divide 1968 by 8, I can find KLM. So let's go ahead and do that. 2, 8, 16, 36 is remain. So it's 4, 32, and 48. If I multiply by 6, I'll have 48. And this is KLM. Now our question is 246 multiplying by A10, and this is this. The answer is 20,418. So can I write it as this form? Yes, I can write. So from here, this is also this. Okay, so dividing by this, I'll have A10. Let's go ahead and divide by 246. The first number is 8 because I know from here. Okay, I'm gonna find the n. Okay, let's go ahead and multiply them. It's 1, 9, 6. I know that from here. Okay, the remainder is 738. So which number I can multiply by 246? I'm gonna have 738. So it's 3. Let's try 3. 3 times 6, 8, 12, 7. Yes. So this is a10. That is why my n is 3. B. Okay. This question is about base arithmetic, and we use numbers in our daily life. And did you know that these numbers are in base 10? For example, 345. I can also write it as 345 in base 10, or 83. It's also 83 in base 10. So these are in base 10 and equals to each other. You don't have to write its base, okay? So what about different bases? If you have numbers in different bases, it's easy to change its base from the given base to the base 10. So we are going to do that to solve questions. So in this exam question, it's xy in base 7. When solving xy in base 7, we are gonna multiply xy by a power of 7, okay? So the first one is 7 to the 0 power, and the second one is 7 to the first power. So it's x times 7 to the first power plus y times 7 to the 0 power. Anything raised to the 0 power is 1, okay? So this is 7x plus y. Now we are gonna do the same for yx in base 9. So first one 9 to the 0 power, and the second one 9 to the first power. So y times 9 to the first power plus x times 9 to the 0 power. It's also 1, and this is 9y plus x. The question says that they are equals each other. Therefore, I can write it as 7x plus y equals 9y plus x. Let's simplify that. 6x equals 8y. Let's go ahead and simplify by dividing 2. 3y equals 4. It's x. 3x equals 4y. So x and y could be 4, 3, or 8, 6, or 12, 9, and so on. From here we can take values bigger than 7, okay? Because in base 7 means numbers should be less than 7. That's why x is 4, y is 3. So adding them together, x plus y is 7, and that's my answer. In this question, since all the bases are the same, they are in base 4. So if you want, you can write them out one under the other as addition form and find out a and b in base 4. I mean 1, 2, 2 in base 4, 1 ab in base 4, plus 3, 0, 1 in base 4. If you want, you can do that. But changing the base into 10, it's easier and works for almost every question. So it's 4 to the 0 power, 4 to the first power, and 4 squared. I'm gonna multiply by each, okay? 4 squared times 3 plus 4 to the first power times 0 plus 4 to the 0 power times 1. If you want, you can write it in parentheses, okay? Equals 4 squared times 1 plus 4 to the first power times 2 plus 4 to the 0 power times 2 plus, now I am gonna write it here, 4 square times 1 plus 4 to the first power times a plus 4 to the 0 power times b. Okay, this is 16 times 3 plus this one is 0, so I don't have to write it. So this one is, it's 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, and this is 16 also, plus 8 plus, it's 1 times 2, 2 plus 16 plus 4a plus b. Okay, because this is 1 times b is b. So this is 48 plus 1, and here 24 plus 18 plus 4a plus b. 49 equals to 42 plus 4a plus b. Okay, so this is 49 minus 42 equals 4a plus b. 7 equals 4a plus b. And from here the values a and b. So 4 times 1. So in order to have 7, I need 3. That's why b is 3 and a is 1. So it was asking the sum a plus b is 1 plus 3, and the answer is 4. Okay, this is our last question, and it looks more complicated, but don't worry, it's easy to solve. So it says a b2 in base 4 equals ba3 in base 5. So this is 4 to the 0 power, 4 to the first power, and 4 to the second power, I mean 4 square. 5 to the 0 power, 5 to the first power, and 5 square. So 4 square times a plus 4 to the first power times b plus 4 to the 0 power times 2 equals, and now this part, 5 square times b plus 5 to the first power times a plus 5 to the 0 power times 3. Now this is 16a plus this is 4b plus this is 1 and it's 2. 25b plus 5a plus 3. Okay, so I'm gonna gather a and b each part. So 16a minus 5a equals 25b minus 4b. Okay, plus 3 minus 2. Okay, so this is 11a, and this one is 21b plus 1. From here, to find a and b, let's go ahead and give a 2, and I'll have 22 over here. And this is, if I give b 1, it's gonna be 21 times 1 plus 1, and it's also 22. So my a is 2 and my b is 1. Now I am gonna use these values in the second equation in order to find x. Okay, so 2, 1, 5 in base 5 plus 1, 2 in base 4 is x in base 10, which is x. Okay, this one 5 to the 0 power, 5 to the first power. 5 times 2 plus 5 to the 0 power times 1 plus 4 times 1 plus 4 to the 0 power times 2. This is 10 and this is 1 plus 4 plus 2, okay, and this is x. So 1 plus 10 plus 1 plus 4 plus 2 is 17, right? And that's my answer. So we solved the questions together. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any question, please feel free to leave us a comment. Thank you for watching. See you at next videos. Bye.